Yo, good day, everyone.
今やったら何か話したるで。
Hmm. Storm Terrace Lair. Good evening, Angel. Welcome to today's live stream. How is it going for you for the past 2 weeks? Last week I didn't live stream. I hope it is doing well for you. This animal Archon had big hands. Oh, what is this event actually about? Taking photos? I know I should be using this option, right? Come on, sit down. Ah, shit. Hello, Ice Bear. Good evening to you. It's been good. I hope it's the same. You know, it's actually Lunar New Year for the Chinese players. I'm Chinese myself, so I actually had a good time celebrating with my families all this. It was a fruitful week, but of course all the visiting has been pretty tiring. If I believe that Asian Chinese should actually understand. Do you find this event enjoyable? I personally don't like it. I think there is a meme post somewhere out there is actually saying that you need to go through some like what 9,000 passages just to get 30 primo gems out there. To me, it's like why isn't there a skip button? But of course, I do understand that some players enjoys reading the storyline, all this and that. Good evening, Eddie Jr. Hope it is going well for every one of you who is currently on the live stream. When was the last time I actually tried on this bridge? I think it was long ago when I was doing the Venti quest. That's probably more than a year ago. So where am I supposed to go now? Or why do I need to make a big round? Wait, is there a teleporter point here as well? There's a teleporter point, there is a statue. God. Can you just give me the primo gems, please? Wait, am I able to pass through this wind tunnel? Oh yes, I think I can. I love this event. So easy and just chill. I can see that is why I can see that some players will actually enjoy this. Because not all players will enjoy combat events, I would say. Storylines, all this with zero requirement to actually do. Hey, wait, what? Oh no, I thought I'm using Zhongli. Shit. No. Don't shoot me. Wait, how are you alive? Ha. Wait, what? What? I need to go somewhere else again. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, here. I'm still waiting for the day where I can head to Celestia. That is actually one of the main reasons that is keeping me going in this game. Imagine if you are able to go up to this Celestia and have a good look at how the land of Teyvat actually looks like. I will be pretty impressed. I like high ground. Hey, is this guy trying to be funny? Wait, where am I supposed to go now? Here? No. Below. Feels like I'm being toyed around. Why am I teleporting around? Oh no, oh no. I bet the view is amazing. And that is really the biggest motivation I had. Because you know there's always this kind of comparison, like are you a beach or a sea person, or are you a mountain person? Some belong to they enjoy the view of the sea, the ocean, and some enjoys the mountain sceneries. You know, you think of the, for example, in Europe, the Alps or this. For myself, I'm more inclined towards mountains. So when I first played this game, when I saw the dragon spine, I was thinking, if someday I'm able to ascend to the peak of the mountain, the view will be pretty amazing. But unfortunately, when we first went there, ascended to the peak of the mountain, the view is actually, due to the actual climate, I would say, because it's pretty cold there, you can't really see a lot of things. Qingyun Peak is also another place where we can go to Qingyun Peak first, compared to you go over to Dragon Spine. So the view was actually pretty good as well. I like it. So Celestia, hopefully we will be able to see more things. This is also another mountain that I would like to climb someday. I have no idea where is this mountain is supposed to locate. I'm looking at here. Where am I looking at? Is this place supposed to be Fontaine or something? Because we know that Sumeru should be around this area. Chasm is here. Sumeru is likely here. I don't think Sumeru is that big that it can extend all the way up to here, right? So this place might be Fontaine? I don't know. The Hydro Archon? Just a wild guess. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, back to the forest. And it's raining. If you see that when it's raining over this area and when you look over to the Tsurumi Island, the view actually is pretty nice as well. Are you excited for Sumeru? I am. But of course, I'm hoping that the storyline will be great as well. You know, when I do not know how many of you can still remember when you first started off in Mondstadt. After that, when you slowly travel to Liyue, all the storylines. When you fought the Osayo. I think it was last year. This year we were fighting Osayo's wife. Last year wise, when we first fought Osayo, to me it was a breathtaking experience where it truly felt that it's like a unity, I would say. You get all the blessings from the Adepti, and you need to face off all the Fatuis, and watching the Adepti trying to dig down Osayo, all this. I mean, all these are great storylines that help me feel emotionally more attached to the game itself. One of the aspects. Inazuma wise, not that I wouldn't say that the storyline is not good. Different player, different opinion, but definitely I don't feel as emotionally attached as I had during the Liyue arc, I would say. I don't even know what actually happened. The next thing is, oh, I already beaten Raiden already. Okay. Yeah, what's next? So Sumeru, I'm definitely looking forward to some twists in the story, hopefully, and also I do not know if there is a lot of vertical domain here and there, because you know, exploration in terms of vertical domain up and down can be pretty challenging. In my case, at least, for sure, because if it is open flat ground, it's easier to navigate around. But you know, when you explore Dragon Spine, you need to climb up and down. Who knows, Sumeru, because right now the recent contents seems to be moving towards this kind of vertical domains. Like, you know, Enkanomiya is one of the best examples. I literally had some form of like motion sickness trying to go up, navigate up and down, and I still cannot find where the hell is the exact quest location. So I'm hoping that maybe Sumeru might not be this way, but who knows? Because it's getting common nowadays that we are seeing this kind of map. Hello, Kearney. It's always great to have you here. The views in Genshin Impact are just next level. Yes, I think the writing for Inazuma fell short. Kind of. I have to agree on this. I don't think it's so easy to just overcome the ideal of eternity by the Raiden Shogun. Just felt very short. And Signora's storyline, she just appeared, lost the fight to us, and she got killed. Then, will there be any backstory of her? Will there be any twist in the storyline that she actually didn't die? Or maybe her soul is actually with Teresa? I don't know. But it's such a waste that having such a great character and possible backstory, and she just died in one slash, and I didn't get anything out of it. You know, it's a pity that more things can be done. That's definitely how I feel. It's not bad, but it's definitely not making me feeling any emotional attachment in terms of towards Inazuma. The scenery is great. When we first went there, see, it just looks so fantastic. The place, the music is great as well. The characters are also solid. Just the storyline felt a bit lacking. Hey, hello. I will still address you as Frosting. Let's take a look. Today we are at 10th of February. So 2.6 is expected to arrive. 2.6. My apologies. 2.5. 2.5 is expected to arrive in about 6 more days. This means our Fox Envoy is also going to grace us with her presence. How many of you currently who are watching this live stream right now is going to try pulling for her? I believe that some of you might have seen an earlier post that I actually shared today regarding my views of whether to pull for the C2 Raiden Shogun or Yai Miko. Because in my recent runs, I've been showcasing Raiden Shogun. Of course, we can see that once you have Raiden Shogun unlocked at Constellation number 2, the damage significantly increases because due to the ignore defense calculation coming from the Constellation 2. And of course, players who actually have her will always be asking, if I have her as C0, do I actually unlock her as C2? Is it worth it? So I believe that I have answered, for most of the part, I've answered the question on my views. To me, newer characters will always have a more favorable treatment. But for Raiden, C2 wise, definitely when using it, I can assure you it feels great. It's a fantastic feeling. But I really do not know when will someday the energy recharge mechanics, the real energy recharge mechanics, I mean, not just poke and you lose some energy but it's still possible to regenerate. We are talking about the skill mechanic being countered to the extent that it's literally unusable. Think of using Venti right now in the current Abyss. It's not going to affect bosses. The samurais don't even react to it unless they are frozen. So for most of the part, it's really completely being countered already. He cannot be used already. Zhongli, I believe that players should be aware that the Husk, the upcoming enemies, is a direct counter to his skill set. He actually punishes you for using a shield. So I was actually sharing with someone today that not only you are punishing me for using a shield, you are also punishing me for spending money on this character. I mean, if I want to be a try-hard person, I can use Zhongli. I can try to make big damage using the meteors and just normal attacks. I can don't use a shield. I can try to brute force my way if I want to be a try-hard, just saying. But if I have a C2 right now, you are telling me that casting a meteor right now, I will have a jit shield, so I cannot use my elemental burst as well. Are you telling me that I spend money just to get myself screwed or something? It's essentially unfair. So that was... So after when I have this realization, then to me it's like, I really think that the developers, when they try to shift a character out of meta, when they try to bring down the usage rate of a certain character in Abyss, right, they can really go all out. So this Steelbreaker constellation right now, or as we speak as of right now, of course it is still OP because we know that Raiden is extremely good. She's able to boost your team's ultimate damage. She's able to act as off-you electro application unit. She's able to recharge energy for your team. She's able to deal decent amounts of damage even at C0, and also empowering very solid comps like the Raiden national team. But if someday, when they really counter the energy recharge mechanics, die hard counter, that is exactly why I say that it doesn't matter if you are C0 or C2. If you cannot activate the dam burst, that's it for you. It's really that's it. Of course, if you have the resource and the funds, if you want to pull for the C2 to enjoy for the next few months before she gets countered, I mean, I wouldn't know if she will get countered or not. You can definitely go ahead. But if you want to future-proof your account more or want to be on the safer side, then you might want to get new characters. Don't be like me in this case. You see that I have a C6 Venti. You know that goddamn C6 costs us how much? I believe that some viewers, like maybe Angel herself, who has already gotten a C6 Xiao, will understand that I don't think that you really need to put a C6 to know how expensive it is. But I can't even use him. His skills are not functioning the way that I'm hoping for. I mean, it will still affect, they will still take damage, but they are not being gathered together, if you get what I mean. Okay, let me have a look at the chat at the moment. I was busily looking at the constellation. Okay, the Angel was saying that I really hope the Archon quest will be a lot better. And Frostic was saying that he saved over 100 wishes. Hopefully we'll get in 30 and can save. Night Wish says that I'm skipping, while Angel says I'm pulling for her. I've added the Yai Miko emoticons for you guys to actually use. Hope you guys like it. I don't like how well designed Lady Signora died too soon. I mean, she had a deep background. I hope she's still alive. I definitely hope that she's alive. When you listen to the boss song when you are fighting the Signora, I believe that is Latin. And I think over on YouTube you can find the song with the English translations. The song is actually really nice, and it gives you a feeling of this character actually has a profound history and probably has a very complicated, if you have seen how she kicked Venti, has a complicated relationship with Venti as well. But in my opinion, I want to experience how the storyline unfolds in the game itself. I don't want to experience it through reading comics or reading what the outside sources or this. I want to experience it in gameplay, being presented to me like in an animation, or while I'm doing the quest itself, the storyline slowly unfolds. That is what me as a player would like to experience. If reading, then what's the point of me playing the game anyway? I might as well just go and read the whole comic. I mean, that is my perspective. I play this game not just for Spiral Abyss. I play this game also for the storyline because I felt that it has very good potential. It has really a lot of things that it can branch out into. I really hope that they don't screw up this. I'll wait for Ayato crumbs before I make my decision to pull Night Wish. My primos are for Kazuha. Wise choice. I wonder when Kazuha will rerun. Who knows? We shall see whether in 2.6 if he is coming soon. But that is the Ayato patch. I think the closest thing that you can call ER counter is the one with low tide and high tide lane. Oh god damn it! Yes, correct. That. Correct. Oh, that. Correct. But I can tell you in this whole game, the most annoying mechanic in the game, right, is slowing water. If that actually becomes a permanent or a high frequency feature in the game, right, basically all your characters are unusable already. Cooldown is really the hardest counter to all characters because you are dead. You cannot use your skills, you are dead. Even you want to talk about normal attack or this, you are just dead. So I don't think that they will actually do this, or not anytime soon. Slowing water. I went for C2 Zhongli, so those were also my thoughts. When you think about it, how many characters actually have shield? We have Xing Yan who can generate a shield. We have Yan Fei who can generate a shield during her burst. If you have a C4 Kaya, he also has a shield. Leona, okay, she's a shooter. I do not know if Crystallize will be considered as a shield when you are fighting those hearts. That is a question to be answered in the near future. Beidou also casts a shield. Noel also. So you can see Thoma as well. There are quite a number of characters who can generate shields. Whether their shields are reliable or not is one thing, but we do not know how grave the punishment will be when fighting against the hearts. Meaning, you know that something will happen when they hit a character with a shield. Meaning, if you have a shield. I believe it was something like some self-regeneration, or they get a shield instead. We do not know how severe this penalty will be. Maybe if they generate the shield and I can just one-shot the enemy shield, okay, I can still close one eyelid. But if the shield generated by them is extremely thick, while I'm using a paper thin shield, then I'll feel yeah, it's unfair. No. Okay, moving on. Basically, they want you to spend over and over instead of power creep. They make enemies that counter the enemy, so that they can come out with more characters to earn your money. No character is worth C6ing unless you're super rich or just a simp. To be honest, the only C6 that are worth, in my humble opinion, are Eula and Ito C6. I agree with Nightwish. Eula C6 is just insane. There was a... I mean, this is just side story. I believe when Inazuma was originally first released, I mean, don't hold on to what I just said, but I recall I read somewhere before. I do not know if it should be this boss, Perpetual Mechanical Array, was originally, I read somewhere, but this one I don't have the source already, immune to physical damage. I cannot recall where did I actually saw this. So you already have mobs that they are immune to a certain element. Like, you know, there was one Cycle of the Abyss where they actually have those floating balls. I cannot remember what is the name of the boss that came with the Anemo and the Joe. So if you want to use Xiao and combine with Zhongli, right, they absolutely cannot do any damage in that stage. So immunity to physical hasn't appeared, but there is extremely high resistance character mobs in the game. So I'm not surprised that if someday there's a character that will be immune to physical. Although it wouldn't make a lot of sense that they will do this, but who knows what they will do. They already can do up to this kind of extent that to make the mobs cannot be gathered by anymore. When the Husk was originally released, some of you who are more well informed should be aware that initially the original version of the Husk cannot be affected by animals gathering effect. Then they nerf it and nerf it and nerf it until that they can be affected. So you see, that is the extent of what they can actually do. If you cannot gather the enemies, that is one unique aspect of what animal can do. Then you are basically stabbing in your own foot that you make this element and it's just here to slow to reduce resistance. And it's about time that I believe that it's about time that they are going to do something about that very decent Venera set. Who knows, they will also go and nerf this set. I don't know. Because this is the only set viable for animal support characters right now. And they still haven't come out with any characters, any artifacts for Xiao as well. I've seen that new characters generally get very favorable treatment for when they are newly released. But one of the viewers actually mentioned that when Xiao was released, he didn't get this so-called favorable treatment. I cannot recall when Xiao was released what actually happened because it's quite long ago. I don't know. What we know is that he didn't get his artifact, the so-called artifact. That is one. Whether the Abyss rotation favors him or not, I do not know, because you know, during when Xiao was released, right, basically he just destroys everything. It doesn't really matter who you are. If he's there, you are dead. So I do not know if that considered as favorable to him or not, but at that point of time during last year's Lunar New Year period when he was released, right, just use him, jump. I can even clear the Abyss using a mobile where I am so bad at it. So you get what I mean? It's just that good. But now meta changes, then it's becoming harder for Xiao to perform as well as what you are hoping for, because his skills are considered a burst mode. And it's very counterintuitive when you think about it, is that you put a time limit of 3 minutes per stage. I mean, per chamber, first half and second half. 180 seconds for both parts, correct? 3 minutes, if I recall correctly, yeah. Cell does a lot of damage. Nobody can ever deny that. And of course, C6 is... We just leave the C6 part out. 15 seconds for him to do the plunges. If we were to calculate in terms of 15 seconds, that's a lot of damage. And if it's group, that's even more damage. But the thing is, he needs to be in that mood for 15 seconds. But if I were to use some other characters, like for example, let's say Eula, I think I need about, how many? 7 seconds? It's more time saving, you see. If you have a time gated mechanic over there, of course it's the shorter time you can dish out the most possible damage is better. If you guys understand what I'm trying to put across to you. And the animation of the jumping and plunging also takes time. If you do the low plunge, the damage is lesser, you can do it faster. But if you do the high plunge, naturally your time is ticking away while you're plunging, if you know. So that's why I personally find it a bit hard to use him, although I really like him. That's what I'm gonna say. It's just I think for every live stream I also will talk about Cell is because that I want to use him, but I find it very difficult. That is very frustrating for me as a player. Hey yo, 1-1. Xiao means always joke that MiHoYo hates Xiao, and it's true. And I have C6 Xiao and a C4 Eula. My C4 Eula still clears the 4 faster. Ah, I get what you mean. And Ito currently right now is too broken. And if you are a spender in this game, you should have seen a lot of those videos outside showing how ridiculous this character is when you have him at C6. Even at C0, I believe a lot of you have already seen the amount of output he's able to do. Because if you are pulling a character who is called a DPS and it really is DPS, then this character better do his or her job well, while receiving all the supports coming from the other 3 teammates. I mean, that's fair. But if right now you are a DPS, but your multipliers are no longer sufficient to handle the rotation, then it's very hard for you to find an opportunity to appear in the other contents. You guys know who I mean, because I'm on his page right now. So DPS characters get outclassed pretty easily. I mean, with veteran players or players who have played a lot of gacha games should know that this is how the game develops. Support characters have a lot of more long-term value, that is for sure. So that is why I mentioned that if you are going to going for a rerun, if you want to spend some resources to get a Kazuha, it will be pretty worth it. At least for now. I don't know how the developers will go and counter him, but at least we can be sure that he's going to be a useful character for a very long time. And of course, if you are having a larger budget compared to the rest of the characters, then C2 is really a worth it constellation, I would put it. Hey, hello, Diabo Iki. Oh, are you talking about that 2-2 thing again? God damn it, I still haven't cleared that, man. Okay, I want to play some Spiral Abyss while I'm talking. Let's see what can I do today first. I was actually farming for Kujo Sara's materials because I wanted to upgrade some of her. I wanted to break through her. 2 upon 6. I have this ready. 1 upon 24. Do you have the 2-2 challenge today? Later I will try again. Let me see if I am able to play it today or not. But meanwhile, I will just play some normal Spiral Abyss while I interact with all of you inside the game. Kujo Sara. There was a player who actually asked me about Kujo Sara, whether I do not know if it's a he or she. But so let's talk about Kujo Sara for a quick moment. I can tell you the true value of Sara is really at C6, exclusively for electro characters. Because of this crit damage. If you have her at C2 and you were to ask me, can I use Kujo Sara? The answer is still yes. But however, Bennett will still be better. Because, you know, Bennett being Bennett. But if you do not have any other alternative, or let's say Bennett is used to support some other teams, and you really want to use Kujo Sara, then of course you can. Because C2 is still mechanically changing constellation, because if you do not have Kujo Sara at C2, where when she press E and leaves the landmine on the ground, right, she's extremely difficult to play because you need to do the quick aim shot to detonate the mine. It's a hassle, trust me, in terms of gameplay experience. I know some people will actually say that, no, it's okay where you just charge and shoot it. No, if you can charge and shoot within a split second, good for you, you are good. But it doesn't mean that everyone can do that. So have a better understanding on everyone's circumstances and what kind of devices they might be playing on. Don't be stubborn about this C2 and non-C2. Because I actually had someone who had a debate with me that she's playable at C0. I didn't say she's not playable at C0. I'm just saying that she is way much easier to play and much more manageable at C2. That is a very important thing we need to put across, that constellation that make the gameplay much easier, and if it's well affordable, like for example 4 stars constellations, is something that whenever possible, try to get them. It will really improve your gameplay experience. So I think we might want to... Okay. Is it really worth it to try to get one level of this? That is... How much attack am I going to get? I still have not actually ascended her. Maybe I'll wait for Yaimiko first, because those electro resources pretty expensive. Sarah C6 or Raiden? I play Keqing and Beidou too. Or Sarah C2 or Raiden? Of course you want Raiden Shogun. Raiden Shogun is as more utility users, and she supports one of the best meta teams right now in terms of clearing Abyss. You know, Raiden National. Terra without C2 is hard to play in mobile, in my opinion. I literally cannot use her in my team if I'm using mobile. That is what I'm trying to say. Consider the player's devices when you are playing the game. Using a mouse and keyboard to control aim shots is more manageable, but I cannot say it's easy. I say it's more manageable. It depends on how used you are to it, because I play other shooter games. So for me, using the aim mode in mobile is very difficult, because I am not very used to the controls. And it takes time to aim as well. Or I can just press a C and just retreat. GG easy, isn't it? Sarah's burst hits pretty hard, yes. You can actually see that these electro characters in the game, their multipliers are actually all very high. I think Raiden's is what 700 over percent or something, 600, 700. Those kind of burst one shot, those kind of multipliers I'm talking about. For herself is also about, I think, 700 as well. So these newer characters might probably indicate that even with Dendro's release, right, it's not going to be those kind of like a melt or vape kind of reaction. Because I don't think that you will want a 700% to do a ×2 damage, right? It will completely break the game, you see. So what are the teams you guys think that Yamiko can actually fit in? Any one of you, please feel free to voice out your opinion. If today you have Yamiko in your team, fully built, how will you actually use her? Who would you actually pair her up with? Kazuha Cryo, please. Kazuha Cryo? What does this mean? Raiden C2 from a C0R1 Raiden or Sarah C6 more damage? The answer is Raiden Shogun C2. So is Sarah's support stronger than just wailing for Raiden Shogun? No. The 60% critical damage is additive to whatever critical damage you have right now. While the minus 60% defense is a completely separate multiplier. So no matter how you stack, unless you can stack your critical damage to 300% critical damage, I mean that's still possible, but your crit rate is going to suffer very badly. But otherwise, C2 Raiden Shogun is definitely still better. Of course, the best case scenario is to have her at C6 and C2, but you know, this is going to cost really a lot of money. So if you have to make a choice to whether get her C6 or to get her C2, if your budget allows, you have to get her C2. Because her C6, right, also has limited time support as well. Once her attack buff is about, if I recall, it's about 7 seconds. So if that buff is gone, the critical damage boost for electro characters is also gone. So for those extended off-field characters, I don't know who I should be using as a fair comparison, but maybe let's say Beito. I mean, they can only benefit like half of the time. I mean, if you understand what I'm trying to put over here. So Raiden is still, her C2 is still better. Hey, Daddy B, thanks for dropping by. 克勤 Raiden Miko Mona, 克勤 Raiden Miko Mona Jin Kasuha. 克勤 Raiden Miko. Okay, my Kazuha is here. Can I actually try to play some melt? But how is the melt going to work? I don't think it's going to work, right? I have, so far the runs that I've done this with these two characters, I have never actually paired a pyro character along with them. Should I just try to mess around? Oh, and what is she wearing? I also cannot remember. And will I die? Who are the mobs? Oh. Wait. I just don't feel like playing something that makes a lot of common sense. But I do not know what is she wearing, that's the problem. As you guys should be aware that while trying to make contents every day, I need to swap artifacts, mess around with comms to see what I can actually get out of it. So, if I am unable to get any useful or interesting contents, then there will not be any uploads. So that is also part of the reason why you don't see me uploading anything or a lot of videos recently, because with the second half being so restrictive, meaning the shields, it's very hard to get a lot of comms out of it. This is similar to previous where they had the Abyss Lecter, which is very restrictive to how you can actually play your teams, and that is pretty frustrating, I have to say. Because I like to mess around with comms and play comms that doesn't always necessarily make sense to everyone. That is the nature of my content. Sometimes I will play meta comms, which y'all will actually see, but sometimes I don't. How should I do this? Maybe I should just mess around and see whether I can pass or not. Will I die? Really not too sure whether this can pass or not. Because if I get one hit by the Argue Kenki, or if I take damage at any point of time, that's it for me. Game over. Where is my Kujo Sara-sama? Does Yai really need Raiden? If you were to ask me when I look at Yai Miko's weapon, it actually states to boost her. It actually specifically states about the elemental skill. To me, maybe my opinion is different from the public's opinion. I don't really focus a lot on Yai Miko's ultimate, meaning her elemental burst. We know that it's going to give you some big PP damage, but I don't think she is considered, at least to me, I don't think that I need to focus so much on her elemental burst. To me, is that 3 lightning rods, or I don't know whatever you call it. To me, that is the core damage that she is actually going to be used for. That is how I'm seeing it right now. Can you show your Hu Tao? Wanna see something? What do you mean, bro? I'm curious about Yanfei C4 in Hu Tao Xingqiu Kazuha Team Com. Is it better than Toma? The shoe from Tang Fei is actually very solid. The thing about Hu Tao is that you guys might be surprised that actually it's not really a mandatory requirement for Hu Tao, especially when you have her at C1 to have a shoe. Hoi. Oh no. What am I using? Why is the damage so little? Hey, wait. You guys see the shit that my Raiden is using? Fuck, why is she using a crescent pipe? Like, can you feel her out easily with Raiden? The short answer should be yes, if you are playing a reaction comp. I mean, it should be. That is what I think. But I do not have the character for testing yet. It also depends on what her artifact set is going to be as well, because you know, based on certain sources that her cost is 90, A burst costing 90 but if you do not put on any energy recharge on her character, no matter how much Raiden is going to help you, you still cannot get your burst back. But a lot of sources indicates that they are going to have 2-piece Gladiator or something. Gladiator and 2-piece Thundering Fury on her for the best damage output. So these 2-piece 2+2, we know that they don't have energy recharge unless you have it on your substat. So it's a hit and miss. So if your cost is 90 and your energy recharge is extremely low, even Raiden can help you to generate the 27 plus energy back. You still have another 60 plus energy that you need to regenerate yourself, which will take quite some time to happen. And we also do not know those 3 lightning rods, how much particles are they going to regenerate. You need the actual testing and actual combat to know. So that is why if you want to use Yaimiko as a burst support to keep raining down those lightning bolts, you definitely need a good amount of energy recharge. If you are going to have her at just only 100 ER, I honestly and seriously don't think Raiden can actually help her that much in terms of gaining back the burst. If you have used Eula Raiden comp before, you also should be aware that after Eula throws the Light Force Sword, Raiden casts her burst. If you are fighting a single target boss, like for example Perpetual Mechanical Array or Primojo Bishop, they don't drop particles. How are you going to get your burst back? You need another battery, which is probably a Rosaria or a Diona, to help you to generate the energy even quicker for Eula, and her burst is 80. So if you are talking about for Yaimiko, it's either you need to play something which corresponds with high voltage to actually proc a certain reaction to generate electro-elemental particle to make sure that they have healthy burst up time, along with a solid Raiden Shogun to generate energy, who is also a battery herself, because her burst can generate, her E also can generate. Then you also need to see Yaimiko has how much energy recharge herself as well. So right now, if you ask me, do I want to play Yaimiko as a 90 cost to have her with the intention to rain down lightning bolts using Q? Not really. To me, that 3 lightning rods matters more. They are going to give me more value in the long term. That is at least my early impression of how it should be. I do not know that if I'm going to get penalized for talking this kind of contents because the character is not even released, but these are some of my thoughts, because it does contain some information that we know we should not be discussing openly right now. Crescent Pike. Physical Rider. Fuck, that is why I say that every single day before I do Spiral Abyss, I need to actually check. Oh damn it, stop doing all this. Oh, I did not quit again. Okay, but the damage looks more decent right now. Ah, this one, stay close to him and he will actually go over there. Okay, the thing here is we need to see if Team 2 is going to work or not, because I have not played such a random comp before. It's just literally trying to mix around something to try to get another thing out. And what is my gun you using? Wait, let me check her bow. Wait, what is this? Fuck! And Hey! And my Xingqiu is using Primordial Jade Cutter. Hey! I'm gonna get screwed. Oh no! Oh no! Holy shit! I'm so dead. That is a level 1 hunter's bow. It just died. Okay. Holy shit. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Oh no! Oh, I can see all my characters are dying. Oh no! Oh no! Why do I need to change artifacts every day? Oh no! Fuck! Oh no! I pressed wrong. Ah! Die! 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 Please die! Oh no! Okay, I think I really need to change. My apologies, guys. I truly forgot. Oh, what are my setups for all the characters? This guy is using what? Primordial Jade Cutter. I was actually doing some new shot yesterday with him. So I had him equipped with the Primordial Jade Cutter. So where is my Ganyu? Okay. Okay, I think I can at least try to give Ganyu this for now. I really need some form of energy recharge here and there. 140. It seems too little. But we will just make do with what we have right now. I really need to raise the Favonius Warbow. Lesson learned. Always check character build before going into Abyss. Yeah, this is truly a real good lesson learned, I must say. And because you guys know, every single day I can't be using the same team to clear Abyss every single day because I upload Abyss comps. You guys should be aware of that. So, yep. So I definitely need to mess around and see what I can get out. But so... Oh, okay. Are you going to do your rocket jump? No, okay. Come on, do your rocket jump. Okay, good job. Wow, I didn't crit again. What is this? What do you actually call this? Is this a squid or something? Where is the perpetual mechanical array? Oh, are you still alive? A jellyfish. Ah, oh, okay. Makes sense, makes sense. What are you doing? Why are you still alive, this Abyss Mage? Oh, wait, what? Why am I Oya so fast right now?
律令に従い
Why am I taking so much damage, man?
命ずる
Okay, just die, man. Actually, until today, I still do not know what does this Pyro Abyss dude actually does. I just know that whenever I fight him, I'm just taking a lot of damage. So that is why in the content runs, you will see me actually use Kokomi. Because it makes things a lot easier, truly. So it definitely looks like I'm not able to pass this abyss. Because my Xingqiu is already in the red hell zone. Ouch! Why are you so angry? Okay. I can see that both Hu Tao and Xingqiu is in the red health and I do not have a healer. This is not looking good. Ouch! Oh no! How am I supposed to do this? Oh shit! And mistakes were made. No, don't do this to me! Okay, run for my life first. Come on, at least let me pass this. Don't do your spin, please. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck you. Hey, I left 935 health. What? Oh no. Fuck. Fuck. Come on, I need to pass this. Let me cheat my way through. I'm a range attacker, boy. Okay. At least I passed number 2. But this is not looking good for the Magyu Kenki part. I'm left with... Oh, instantly restores 25% HP to all party members. I should consider taking this. Ouch! What kind of Buddha clap is that, man? Okay, get some particles first. Oh, why are they so angry? I need to use this first already. Yeah, are you coming? Yes, you are. Shine! Inazuma shines eternal. Okay, my Shenhe has died. My Xingqiu is in the red zone. Only Ganyu is healthy, but can I revive? No, god damn it. Fuck. Oh no.
次のしや
九死の境より逃れるため
瑠璃のように落ちなさい。
雨描きがたし歌よに
おい行こう。いってらっしゃい。行こう。おい相関化粧
Oh.
ついていきます。
この剣はわかるかい。はい五感奥義
Oh, oh no! Oh no!
相関化粧風雪の縮図。
I'm sweating! Oh no!
雨描きがたし
Fuck you! Let me win this! Show them the willpower! Ah, no! Ah, shit! Ah! Fuck!
次は本気を出すよ
Dodge, dodge, dodge! Oh no! Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I managed to pass. Ah, that was close. Yeah, this guy, you really need to bring Kokomi in. Where having Kokomi in the second half really makes your Spiral Abyss a breeze, man. Healers are very important right now. Or unless I chose to bring a shielder. Having him is also really going to greatly help. But otherwise, you will just see what just happened to me because her C6 was actually activated the moment when I pressed on E. So I did not have another fail-safe guarantee if I take another hit. So I was panicking the moment when I heard that sound. If you guys actually heard when this butterfly's embrace actually triggers, there will be a pop sound on Hu Tao. So the moment when you hear this sound, this means that this ability has triggered. She will not fall. But this can only occur every 60 seconds. So yeah. Gan Yu Flower did the final blow. Yeah, oh my god. Fortunately I passed. Fortunately. Otherwise I'll be shitting on myself again for trying this kind of troll comms. So this kind of comms is not something that I will upload for viewing because it shows all my characters dying. Who will want to watch these kind of videos? I can only do it on live stream for entertainment purposes only. Do you have a build for Yai yet? Currently my intention for Yai Miko, I do not have her build with the purpose of using the elemental burst. I have her build is mainly for those what do you actually call that? Those prism towers. If you have played Red Alert 2 before, those prism towers, those Tesla coils, lightning rods. I don't know what you are going to call that. But you know those Tesla coils in... No, that looks like a prism tower more to me since they have a coordinated attack. But they are shooting out electro, which also makes sense with Tesla coils if you put you have a Tesla trooper. Okay, anyway, back to Genshin. Currently, my plans is to have Thunder Soother. Of course, I am aware that outside there are some circulations on 2-piece those plus 18, which is either Shimenawa or Gladiator plus the Thundering Fury. But my personal preference, because I will be likely using her with Raiden Shogun because I like a lot of off-field electro damage as well. So probably this is what I will be running with the Thunder Soother. Then probably I will be also going along with Kazuha because you know everything right now, if you need good support damage, Kazuha is one of the optimal choices. And Kazuha, if you have him at C2, in my case I have him at C2, the temporary 200 EM will also help with those Tesla coils. Because, you know, Yamiko actually has this ascension which also increase those Tesla coils with in terms of elemental mastery. I personally do not think that you should spend extra effort to go and stack the elemental mastery unless there is some form of calculation that is going to prove that this 46.6% is actually lesser than the 187 elemental mastery. I'm not a mathematician, so I am unable to calculate that for you. So for now, I will still advocate that use the standard build first until when a credible source actually proves that you should build more EM on at least one of the pieces. Then we can consider doing that. I actually do recall that I have very good EM pieces, so switching over is not really a big issue to do showcase for every one of you. But for now, this will be my setup currently when Yamiko comes out. So briefly to share with you the stats, it should look something like this, stats. And day one showcase, I have already prepared I have just leveled the Witsief to level 90. So I feel that Witsief is a competitive choice over her signature weapon because it also gives you the critical damage, which is 55.1. Pretty good. Although this is only 10 seconds, the debut, and has a cooldown of 30 seconds, the temporary boost is still fair enough. Or alternatively, where is that solar pole? Wait, did I eat my solar pole away? Oh no. I mean, solar pole can still help, but you know, solar pole needs the person to be on the field. So, not the best choice, but you can use whatever you have. This, I have no idea. Because I do not know how the calculation is going to go about. But of course, I will still be trying to get her signature weapon. And this, in Mandarin, we call it 册子, toilet paper. I never liked this weapon before, so it is going to forever stay at level 1. Yeah, so don't ask me anything about Skyward Atlas. Yeah, full stop. That makes sense. I might do that too because I've been trying to farm other artifacts, but my best artifacts are Thunder Suda. Thunder Fury artifacts hate me. Likewise, to me, Thunder Suda I see as a byproduct while trying to farm for proper pieces of Thundering Fury. But the frequency of Thunder Suda coming out with good stats, the desirable stats, is way more frequent. And the probability of having a good Thundering Fury is as good as none. Until today, I still do not have a crit rate circlet for Thundering Fury, and I have been playing the game for so long, if you can see. Hey, good day. Don't the Pyrolectors like take a huge portion of your HP if you don't break the crystal? That's probably why the damage. I thought that I have destroyed that whatever you call it. He actually summons one fire object, and I actually use Xingqiu to try to destroy it as soon as possible. That is at least what I recall what I just did, right? I think I was too engrossed in fighting the Magyu Kenki just now that I almost forgotten what I did in other stages already. It was pretty intense. So any one of you who is currently here watching have the intention to go for more constellations for Yamiko or sees the potential to will for her, we should know that That's a particular powerful constellation might be locked at C6. That's a very steep price to pay for. But of course, if you are a person who has solid budget, and of course, it's your choice. If I get chit, then I will focus on Raiden, because I'm guaranteed that time. Getting Raiden is definitely, and as we speak right now, having a Raiden is definitely a plus. One of the high priority characters you will want to get. Of course, the higher priority if you would like to have, it should be, to me, I would still prefer Kazuha. To me, that is probably the only other character that I will place a very high emphasis on getting. It's not about it's not about how good he is. I believe that everybody should be aware what is he able to do. The thing about him is how easy to use him to make things happen. That is the thing. A lot of people can do the same job, but how easy to make things happen is the thing, is what makes the character better. If you were to talk about to swirl, there are a lot of characters who can do swirl to reduce animal resistance. We know that Kazuha will give you a extra elemental damage bonus that is unique to him. We also know that certain other animal characters have their own perks here and there. But the main catch is, if you actually have Kazuha and you use him, the way how he actually combos the wind domain, circling where he is right now, or gathering or swirling at his particular location where he is standing, that is important. There is a difference, you know. You will get it. You will understand what I mean if you actually use him very often. There's some animal characters nowadays that we use, right, either pushes them away, or when they cast their elemental skill, it's the enemy is actually in front of them, but he actually pulls the enemy towards around him. This to me itself is a plus point, especially when I play melee characters. If you guys actually know what I'm trying to say over here. I already have Kazuha, so Raiden is next. Wish me luck. Don't worry, buddy. You will get him. You will. It's about time that all of us will have our favorite characters all come home. About time. We will stop losing 50-50s. All Genshin players unite. It's about time. Of course, it's never in my interest to see any of my fellow viewers to lose a 50-50, you see. I don't like it, and nobody likes it anyway. Yeah. What is my lady wearing? Okay, she's wearing something. Oh, no, I mean she's wearing some artifact. What, she's wearing something? Of course she's wearing something. This is Genshin. So, what we were doing just now? Okay. Hey! Good day to you, Chrissy. It's really been a while. Great to have you here. You have so many characters. Bro, you are aware that I have all the characters, right? Since I've been playing this game not too long after the release. And I have never put on any... because I will always get the character on their first banner ever since I start doing showcases from Xiao. So basically all the banner characters I got them during their first run. This includes actually for most of the constellation. The only exception which is for Hu Tao, who is on a C6 and Betty on a C6. I got their additional constellation during reruns. And It probably won't be the last because I still do have plans to get Raiden Shoguns to Constellation 6. But probably the other character wise, right? I'm not too sure if I will be getting any more Constellation because you know, characters will drop out of meta eventually and become pretty awkward to use. So might not be really worth the penny. Like earlier on, like just how I mentioned, you look at my Venti C6 and I don't use him. So that is like a complete waste of money, you see. Not worth it. Yo, D Toady? I wish the Ion C0 Gaming. No, I do have some 5-star characters that is on Constellation 0, but I pull the characters according to how I feel they need the necessary slight power up here and there, if need be. To be very honest, not almost all the characters. Okay, I cannot say almost all because there are still some important constellations that we will want to try to get whenever possible. Of course, this is not by any forms of encouraging you guys to spend more. Please to be clear, but you know, C1 Hu Tao really makes the gameplay much easier. That's one. C2 Kazuha makes the already broken Kazuha even more broken. That is, but of course C2 being C2, that can cost really a lot of money if you lose 50-50. You understand what I mean? Offhand, these two characters constellation to me is pretty has a slightly higher priority. That is the proper way I should say. But I will never emphasize that there are a few things that we must be clear, that is, there is no such thing as a must pull character. No such thing. I will never believe in that. If today I do not create content, I may not even have all the characters. Because your Spiral Abyss, you can only use 8 characters. So you can see that I've selected 8. What are those, the rest sitting at there? All this requires money to pull, you see. They don't drop from the sky. So they are not being utilized. Of course, you can say meta changes, I can mix and match. This is what I actually say. This requires very careful saving and planning. And of course, to a certain extent, you need luck because 50-50. We have to be realistic, you cannot win every time. It's just not going to happen. There are players who won a lot of 50-50s. But fairy tales are fairy tales. I'm being pretty realistic about it, but to me I heard a lot of players sharing that they have almost never lost 50-50s. I mean, to a part of me I'm envious. Whether I have the money or not to pull a character, to me not losing is still the best case scenario. But if they didn't lose, then of course it's good for them. But of course, I'm hoping that I'm the one who is going to be the main character of this fairy tale, you see. I think my Yura is wearing the right artifacts, right? 669. The damage is a bit low. Oh, this dude. Okay. Gotta get lost, bro. Are you going for C6 only? No. In my last stream, I have actually discussed with some of you, including Solomon Bro, that I've consulted you guys on you guys' opinion. Do I really want to go for the C6? In the end, the conclusion, as the consensus from all of you is, most of you is actually no. And I can agree with that, although it seems like it's all more of like a OCD that this left one constellation is not activated. But one constellation is $100 over, and I probably see that Zhongli is being counted right now. I may not be able to use him as often, so probably not going to go for the C6, at least for now. Oh no, this goddamn Dendro shit. Get the fuck off. Fuck off. Why are you still alive? Oh, that's a pretty nice way to swing the sword though. I have a healer today, bro. I'm a changed man. I'm no longer like the previous last run where I do not have a healer. Just C0 Zhong is more than enough. Yup, pretty true. Like as I mentioned, if you just want to enjoy the game without spending too much, or want to be more of a managing your resources, right? Actually, most of the characters is able to function at C0. Of course, having Constellation makes the game easier, but I don't really think that anyone should be telling you must pull for this Constellation as long as this is a 5-star character. If it's 4-star characters, then it is still fine to consider getting more Constellation as you go along, trying to pull for characters while getting the 4-star Constellation. That is fine. But trying to intentionally go for a particular 5-star Constellation, right, can be quite a very frustrating experience. Can you imagine if today you are free to play, you save over 10k Primo Gems, you have to make a choice to go for either a rerun character or a new character. Okay, you decide you want this Constellation because A told you it's very important, you must get it. Then in the end comes out a chit. You know? Yeah, I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense over here, because it doesn't mean that you pull for the character, you will get that character anyway. But to me, I would rather risk to get a new character than spending my Primo Gems trying to get for additional Constellation. That is my preference. But like I say, I cannot always give a 100% comprehensive of advice. Just like today's post, you already see that there are so many points, it's so long, and there are still areas that which I'm not able to cover, which is such as Hu Tao's Constellation or Kazuha's C2. If I make the post any longer, it will become a thesis. It will even look like a terms of service, and who will want to read that? So take this kind of advices here and there and try to see what you can actually get out of it to better manage your gameplay experience. That is at least me as a content creator and your fellow gaming friend over here will want to help you to achieve. Because you having fun in the game and I managed to help you, I will definitely feel good about it. Okay, take one meteor first, bro.
わめきなさい兵糧のようにうなれ砕け散れそれやっ
This remote jewelry shop is really very huge, man.
粉々よはい
The damage is slightly low. Okay, die.
我の境地
Out. Honestly, you don't even need him. He's just there for your mentality. Yeah, so I would still like a Zhongli is because of the resistance to the interruption. But for most of the part, what you have described is actually pretty true because you know you have a shield. You know you can go gung ho, you know it's like go brute force it. It gives you an additional sense of security that you can play even less safer. But of course, don't be like I've seen some players actually questioning that my Zhongli has 52k or 54k HP. Why is it unable to tank 4 times Ruin Guard spinning attack? Please don't do that. You are not going to survive that. You will just get melted. Please, it's not going to happen.
お客さん
Don't do such kind of suicide mission, man. Oh my god. The thought of it just is pretty interesting, I must say.
反省しなさいよバラさん
Yo, Chine.
行こうおいよおっ
Jump.
私を甘く見ないで
Ouch. How dare you?
飲みすぎだよ
風の行く先をや雲だ借りなく時
ヤッホーおいよっおっ
狂乱の波は満ちた属性を断ち切れ
ヤッホー私を甘く見
風よそこだ行こう
Sometimes I question who is the one who designed these two Beyblades. Every time fighting them, I just see these two monkeys trying to spin around, irritate the shit out of me. Oh my god. To be honest, I'll be very honest with all of you, right? Because I have another account which is of a low spender Welkin level account, right? It's still able to 36 stars a piece, right? I can tell you, to me, at least to me, I'm not trying to brag over here, but I just want to be very clear that clearing the abyss or getting 36 stars, right, is challenging, but it's not impossible. It's not extremely hard. But one thing is for sure is the abyss over time, right, is getting more and more disgusting and irritating. The mobs, the way how they design the mobs, right, how the kind of the shit they do inside, right, I gradually, when I play the game, right, I have to be very honest, it's revolting. Although I still like to fight, like to enjoy seeing the damage numbers, all this and that, right? But sometimes when you look at those rotation, all this kind of nonsense, it's I don't even know what I should be saying.
ここより弱滅の時
So that is why I'm really hoping to go back into those storyline, enjoy the storyline kind of gamer, you see. So earlier on, one of the viewers, Ice Bear, was asking me that are you looking forward to Sumeru? I can tell you honestly I am, because I really need a new fresh of air in this game already. Wait, where are you, boy? Come, detonate. Okay, die.
稲光すなわち永遠なり
Why am I not quitting all the time?
せっはっやっ
Abyss is not good for your health and sanity. I agree with you, bro. You are making a lot of sense over here, definitely. Please, my even my 53k HP Zong can't tank that ruin spin. I have no idea because I recall if you guys go to the I think the Facebook community, I saw one of the posters was actually asking about this. It's not that I'm laughing at this player because not everyone might know that even though your shield is thick, the damage you take, meaning when you reduce the shield being reduced, right, it still actually factors in your defense. I just find it pretty amazing that someone actually went to tank that 4 ruin guards. You know, they are at the Genshin Stone Forest there. You actually went to tank that. You are not going to survive that actually. So please don't do that. Seriously. Honestly, I found Rift Hounds more easy to fight than those stupid Herod. I don't know. It's very complicated. I know that this Abyss and all these things that I share with you all this time, right? Eventually, maybe 10 years down the road, when we complete Celestia or no longer plays the game, this will serve as a very beautiful memory that we actually had this kind of game that I played in the past that we will fondly speak of to maybe someone who appreciates gaming as well. I'm pretty sure this will be something we have in a good memory. But I'm also very sure that if you were to ask me, will I want to go through this again? I will probably tell you not. So this actually coincides with what you have just said that do I like to fight the Herods? My answer is no. Do I like fighting the Rift Hounds? My answer is still no. I just hate the whatever shit they do. Those Rift Hounds in the air, they can go beyond. It's just stupid. Herods, it just forces my comms to be very restrictive. It's stupid also. Fighting this dude, when he first appeared in those summer islands, I cannot remember. Ooh, nice. When he appeared in the Abyss, no. Of course, I'm not being toxic over here. Don't misunderstand me. The game itself, I'm still playing, still enjoying, but it's just on the spot itself when you play it, then you know those kind of frustrations you get. Are you going to teleport? No. If no, that means okay, die. Eat this. Wasted 10 seconds to get up. It's just I don't know. I'm pretty sure that this guy is here just to make your Ganyu gameplay experience to be shit. Because at least that is how I feel. There are a lot of at the moment when you are playing those kind of frustration. But in the end, in general, although the game can be repetitive with the commissions here and there, we will still want to play this game. It's because after all, it's still a great game with all this exploration, design, all this. But when we're talking about the current available end game content that we have, which is the Abyss, what we would expect is end game contents getting harder and harder. Then the proper feeling that we should be getting is, oh, my characters are not strong enough, not enough DPS, or I need to improve to overcome the Abyss. That is at least what I feel, that if I feel that I'm lacking, the feeling of Abyss should be giving me. But no, the feeling I'm getting is, fuck this shit. What the fuck is this guy doing? Why the fuck did he even design this kind of mechanics? Like, you know, this kind of thing is like, this is unfair. Why is the mob able to do this kind of thing? Can't they just fight me like a man? You know, this kind of thing. Like, this guy, why do you have to turn into some robots and split into 5 dudes when your hit point is what, 30%, and you have some 5 shit robots. When they die, they will even have some they will fall to the ground in broken pieces and they block the shit out of me and I waste a few seconds. You know, those kind of random on the when you are doing the actual combat, those kind of ranting you will actually do. But if you ask me, do I hate the game? No, I do not. I love the game. But offhand, when you are frustrated at that very moment, then you're like, wow, curse the game, this and that. It's very different from when a person really becomes real toxic all this. Then that is not what we want. And of course, that is not what my channel is trying to encourage, because I'm a in real person. If you ever know me, I'm a very positive person. And maybe in the past I'm very different, but as we grow up, then in my case, right now I'm a much more positive person. So I don't really advocate those toxic, but maybe for others, I do not know. I'm not here to judge or criticize anything. Everybody has their own gameplay experience, I would say. And so you see that first half, I can always try to use different DPS without thinking too much. But when it comes to the second half, I have no idea what I should be doing, because the moment I think of that 2 Beyblades, think of I need ice. If I don't use ice, I need to use a fire character that has no ICD, which is her or her. That will increase my chances of killing them faster. Because the longer they spin, they hit you, your cooldown gets longer, you suffer. Electro characters may work or may not work, hit or miss. The second half is really much harder. And that was almost a speed run. How fast was it? I didn't notice, because I was actually just blabbering away while looking at the chat and also doing the abyss. I wish that they give more permanent endgame content than just abyss. I'm going insane seeing these mobs everywhere. Or rather, regular mobs that come in bulk and increase levels. How about we think in this way? You know, there is this game mode which I enjoy a lot. It's called, I think next patch is coming again, the event. It's called Hakunin Iki. Of course, the content pattern is, 2 and 2, but the mobs come in waves. I would honestly prefer something like this, which is starting, you ask me to fight wave 1, like tower defense, those kind of one. Wave 1, I fight. Wave 2, fight. And the mobs will get more and more, or tougher and tougher, or tankier and tankier. Rather than, then my end result will be depending on how far I can go. Maybe like I can clear up to wave number 6, I can get X rewards. Perhaps that is more of something I might like. I don't know if anyone of you appreciates that or still prefers current time-gated model. But to me, is when I play, I notice that there is a timer counting down, and I see that dude being immune to the damage, it triggers me. That is the thing that which I do not like. If the dude cannot take damage, your timer should stop. Why is the timer ticking away when this person cannot take damage? So you are not giving me a full 180 seconds one. You should give me, you should put it as 190 seconds because Magyu Kengi took 10 seconds to stand up. Perpetual Mechanical Array took about 10 seconds to deploy that 5 nonsense. You should give me 200 seconds. That is fair. Because during the 10 seconds, even if I will $10 million into this game, I cannot do damage to them. So, okay, anyway, enough of that. I want to see again. Okay, last week, I actually tried. Was it this? I couldn't. What was my part 1? Part 1. Who can actually do a lot of damage? Can I actually try this? Will I have enough damage or not? vape load. What kind of yo? No worries. Vape load. What kind of comp are you actually suggesting? I like Abyss because it's the only place where my characters don't kill everything easily, but these Harrods are pure hell. Magu Kenki was the easiest part. Wow. Cool, bro. Harrod is just Kenzie wasted 10 seconds to get up. That was almost speedrun. Okay, I read up to here. Harrod and Primos isn't worth all the trouble for floor 2. Not that I disagree, because the amount of so-called frustrations that I can get. I mean, the frustration I get is more towards when I'm playing the alternate account, which is the lower spender, because I need to play that account to gain a better perspective on the lower spenders, because this account is obviously a whale account. So it might be difficult for me to share similar perspective or experience as lower spenders might have, or the challenges. So I actually need to play another account to personally experience it, so that I can give a more objective opinion. So that is why I actually play 2 different accounts. So I can tell you, when I play the other account, sometimes I get 36 stars, but sometimes if I don't get, I just try one more time. If I really cannot get, forget it. I don't want to make myself too angry also. You know, the one 8 months ago, Hu Tao Xing Chu Fisher Mona destroy Harrod Shoe if you don't have a good cryo. Oh, I remember that. Oh, okay. Hu Tao Xing Chu Fisher. Oh my god, you can actually still remember that comp. That was the comp that we originally played when what was the name again? God damn it. Abyss Lecter and Abyss Harrod. Abyss Harrod, that is the Hydro Shoe, right? Yeah, Abyss Harrod. Correct. But at that point of time, there was only 1 Harrod, if I recall. Or was it 2? I 1 or 2? Was it 1 or 2? I cannot remember. I remember there were 2 Lecters, those Electro Shoe. But Hydro Shoe, was there 1 or 2? I cannot remember. So my Team 1, who should I be using? Team 1. No, I wanted to use her, but I have Zhongli over here. Okay, let's cheat our way through. By cheating, that means we will still use the, I don't know what was this in Chinese, they call it Lei Ju Wan Pan, but I don't know what is the English name for this proper team. Raiden Bennett, Raiden Bennett Kazuha Sarah. Oppa Tutu. Yeah, I'll okay, I think I will do, because Diablo actually requested that first. Since last week he actually have been talking about that, and I didn't manage to pass it. So previous week, the problem I had was, can I yeah, the biggest problem is still the part 2. I will definitely want to use her. Previously, what I used was Xing Chu. I almost died. Xing Chu. Who has... Will I actually die again? Okay. We will just try to see if I can pass today or not. Today I try this one. This version. Oh no. Without any supports, the damage definitely feels much lacking.
ここにあり。
見切りました。ここより弱滅の時。
天理チョーク。
Come on, deploy your bros. I'm running out of time, bro.
いや、隙あり。
無我の境地。
And it's definitely not helping that I'm not quitting my initial slash, man. Ice. This is extreme bad luck.
天道、ここにあり。
逃げ道はありません。稲光、すなわち永遠なり。
Oh my god, I spent one minute 16 seconds just to kill this piece of shit. God damn it.
歌よ錦となれ。この剣はわかるかい。
Come on, let me pass today. Oh no, I ran out of gas. Come on, come on. Shine.
形は精
Okay,
神
okay,
と
okay,
共にあ
okay.
れ。左右ルコン。
Fuck you, this guy.
この剣はわかる
Fuck
かい。
this Dendro asshole. Oh no, I need to run already.
雨描きがたし。
This is not looking good. No, no, no. Ouch.
この剣はわかるかい。
Yeah, I need to take my chance already. Stop hunting, asshole. Oh? Duo teams. This was actually a request by Diablo last week, but I didn't manage to complete it. I actually failed at the Abyss Parrot because I wasn't fast enough to complete it.
難攻不落。
見切りました。
岩山八。
そこ。
は、いや、天理チョーク。
Hey,
無我の境地。そこ。逃げ道はありません。
天道、ここにあり。
稲光、すなわち永遠なり。見切りました。ヒュッ、サッ、やっ、ストップ。ふっ。裁きの雷。
天理チョーク。
ここより
come on, come on, come on,
弱滅
come
の
on.
時。
I'm running out of time. I need more time buffer for the part 2. You don't have to use into that part oh. I tell you, I was thinking that in this part, right, I will actually start off with Xingqiu's 2E already. Oh, but I completely lost it, man. Oh no. No, bro, don't spin, don't do this. Okay, come on, let me win today, please. Ah, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm being affected by... No, don't do this. How much time do I have right now? Okay. Oh no. They are so irritating.
左右ルコンこの件はわかるかい
Oh no, I'm being hit by their cooldown skills again. Shit. This is damn hard. No, it looks like I cannot make it again. Ah, it's always these two guys, eh. Guys, what can I use to actually handle these two and while still able to handle Magyu Kenki? I need to find a way. I need Hydro for the first team to be able to break on time. I need Cryo? How, man? I really cannot figure out a way to do this. Oh. Wait, will she be able to do enough damage? I might need to use method number 2. Let's try again. Okay, I shall try this for team number 2. And hopefully I can pass. And so we will go back to team number 1. What is my team number 1 again? Okay. Team number 1, if I were to do this, I think I will forsake damage. Electro is the second best element for Pyrolector. What about Cryo? Because the thing is, this team number 2, I still need to make sure that I'm able to handle the 2 Heralds, and also while ensuring that I have enough damage for Magyu Kenki, since you know how much time he actually wastes. Cryo is the weakest. I can only pray for it because there is no other suitable comms at the moment I can think of. Because the two guys in the 12-2 second half has always been giving me a lot of problems. Okay, let's do some mental preparation. Deep breath. Are you ready? This is going to be challenging. Alright. Let's go. Oh, the damage is significantly lesser. Because I'm healing, I cannot proc the second effect. God damn it. I need to make my choices. No, don't jump on me. Oh, I can't even kill this on time. Oh my god. I'm running out of time, bro. Ouch. Ouch. I think I made a bad choice over here, man. I cannot make it for this as well. Okay, let's see what happens in the second half first. How about Raiden plus VV Jin for the first part? Oh, that is actually a pretty good suggestion as well. Let's see if I'm able to pass this first. Which I'm pretty doubtful, since like how Mutant has actually said that ouch, my shield ended. Oh, indeed is damn weak, man. I'm running out of time again. The bar isn't even moving. Okay, I failed the first part already. Hey, why are you climbing, bro? That took actually quite long though. Why do they have this kind of shield nonsense in? Oh, this is absolute frustrating. Jin is a very good suggestion. I completely forgotten that actually I can use her as well. Thanks for the good suggestion. About Raiden, I'm not too sure if I just need to be fast enough for the first half. That is for sure. You're right. Let's try. This will be interesting. We try again. Spider and jellyfish are bad RNG. Okay, I agree with you.
せやってストップタップせて
Who are you? Who are you? Ah, the snake that actually digs into the ground.
いざ勝負剣に誓う無我の境地やっはっはっストップ
Stop blocking me! I'm running out of time!
せやっいざ勝負やった
Oh my god, I'm out of gas.
そこいざ勝負それ風の神よ裁きの雷せーっとやっ
I'm actually hesitating to use her burst. Since you know for the part 2, I will end up with a empty burst again. Ah. Die, die, die.
ここにあり新天道地
この仕事は排除するべきですねはっはっへいやっやっ
新たな命を岩山八九
お触り禁止
燃え盛る
Hey, STFU. Stop chanting.
ガンオー帝君のためにへい
剣女万丈
次の仕事は風雪の縮図
岩山八
Oh no, I still couldn't make it.
天道ここにあり揺らぐことな
部内者禁止次の仕事は
Ah. I think Diablo doesn't like you. Sometimes I recall that long ago I had a similar challenge from one of the viewers like this as well. And I think while trying to clear that particular challenge, I spent the past for how long I couldn't really remember. I recall I really spent very long trying to clear it. But most importantly is we also need to see what is the RNG as well. Because if I were to get one of that particular robot that will actually evade towards the perpetual mechanical array, I might be able to save some precious seconds here and there. Or alternatively, I can just try to brute force this again, but who knows, I may die. This is more of like a hit and miss. If I manage to survive, then nice. If I don't, that's it for me. Because I'm very irritated by the second half, as you can see. It completely changed my second team as well. Ayaka and Ganyu have no. I already mentioned that without a healer is really very hard, and using Ayaka in my case, right, I'm extremely bad with her dodge because one is actually she submerged into the ground. That is why I don't do any form of challenges that someone actually asked me to do solo Ganyu and Ayaka on first half and second half. Immediately I just rejected it because I know that it's not within my skill level that I'm able to do this kind of thing. My Ayaka, if you were to see, no matter how I dodge, I will just take the damage. Just out of my league. That is not something that I'm able to do. I mean, we have to be realistic about it. If it's something that I think that I may stand a chance, I will try to accept it. But if it's not, then it's better not to, ouch, press wrong button. It's not to act like as if I can do it. Who are you? You, oh no, my god, this snake again. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Am I able to pass? I have slightly more time right now. You already said for Rex Lapis already. Please do it. Oh my god, I cannot see anything. Nice camera panning. And this guy stop chanting. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, that's the first half. I do not know what will happen in this second half. Let's hope for the best. And you see, this guy actually also wasted 10 seconds trying to scream. Or in fact, it's more than that, you see. Oh, even if I dodge, I still take the damage? Okay, that is interesting. Oh no! Oh no! I need to risk my way out first. Ah! 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 Oh, that was tough.
終焉の神明。油断したか。
Ouch.
難攻不
Really? These two guys?
終焉
この仕事は排除するべきですね。相関化粧。
天理チョーク。必ず燃え盛る。アビスよ。
Okay. Instantly restore. I have to take this, man. Or else I wouldn't even stand a chance fighting them already. I'm just praying hard that these assholes don't start shooting those cheating missiles on me, man. Stop stomping me, bitch. I need to use this already. No choice.
動くべきだ。
How are you so huge and you can still jump so high?
雨描きがたし。さゆるこ。この剣は
I'm 10 times smaller than you and I can't even jump half of what you just did.
動くべきだ。歌よ錦となれ。
Okay, 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 okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. This is the hardest part. Ingenious machine, Marionette Sword Master.
揺らぐことなし。せたは隙あり。岩山八。
お触り禁止。よっ。元王帝君のために。
難攻不落。隙あり。
We need to play safe.
難攻不落。
相関化粧。
剣女盤石。天道万象。
瑠璃のように落ちなさい。ついていきます。お触り禁止。
Mission complete. Finally. Let's go! 2-2. Oh, yes! Ah! Oh my goodness. I swear this is really a big challenge, man.
精神が研ぎ澄ませ
And I've absolutely exceeded my usual streaming time, but I can see that every one of you is still with me watching this moment happen. Really appreciate. And sure, of course, thank you so much, Diablo, for suggesting this. It definitely has to be a big challenge for a player like me, since I'm not those one of the most mechanically skilled players out there.
拙者が草笛で一
But
曲奏でる
fortunately, I'm glad that I managed to complete this challenge. Yep. Thank you, everyone. And really appreciate this week's everybody had actually stayed over so-called overtime with me, because usually I stop in about 19 minutes ago, usually stream about 2 hours. So I really appreciate everyone's of your time today. Thank you my channel members, and of course thank you to everyone this week as well. I hope you guys have a great week and a weekend ahead. As always, best of luck in getting Yaimiko if you are pulling for her. And do stay tuned for my next week's quick showcase. And I will be also having the live stream next Thursday playing Yaimiko as well. Do drop by the live stream if you are free. Same time, same place as well. If your day is starting out, I wish you a great day ahead. And if your night is coming to an end, going to rest, I wish you a great evening ahead. Thank you everyone for your time. I love you all. This is IonStorm. Signing out.
これほど美しき景色を見れば